Welcome. I just thought we'd go over one useful somatic exercise called the basic exercise. It was created by Stanley Rosenberg, and I've used it many different times in many ways, and it's just useful in different circumstances. So we're going to start with this, and it is all about moving our eyes. So when we are in a fight or flight response or freeze or shut down, our eyes tend to be really narrow focused. You may not be aware of that, usually you aren't, but they do become very narrow focused. So when we make the conscious decision to move our eyes outside of center and turn our eyes to the right, say, our nervous system is listening. It can feel those muscles tighten. It's telling our nervous system that we don't need to be narrow focused anymore. So all is well, we're taking in what's around us. And so it's a really powerful way to help our nervous system just kind of release some of that energy, come into the here and now, get into the parasympathetic or ventral vagal state or rest and digest, where we can restore and rejuvenate and repair. So there's tons of different techniques we use. This is just one of them, but I thought I'd share it with you today. So traditionally, this is learned and started on our back. It does not need to be done in that way, but it's kind of easy to learn it and just focus on the eyes when you're in this position. So we're going to lay on our back with our knees bent or however's comfortable on your back with your hands behind your head and just kind of using your forearms to guide it. We're keeping the head still. This is all about moving the eyes, not the head. Now, it's not a forced still. I'm not pushing against my face and not allowing it to move. If it moves a little bit, that's okay. We're just moving our eyes and not just our head, because you can move your head and kind of keep your eyes still. So the focus is on the eyes. And if you want to do this sitting or standing, feel free. It is easiest to learn it laying down, just so that you are in a position of rest, your head is still, and if anything does change, you're just laying down. So I do recommend learning it in this position, but you can do it in any in the future. So hands behind your head like this, and we are just simply going to turn our eyes to the right. I like to guide people to move them slowly to the right, just so you notice how far you're comfortable moving them and just what feels available. And we just turn them to the right and we leave them there. It's very simple. Most of this stuff in somatics is we just turn our eyes and leave them there. Notice that you're looking at something. It may not be very in tune. Our eyes have acuity for and definition for looking straight forward, but our peripheral vision is for movement and stuff. So if it's a little blurry or not clear, that's normal. That's okay. Notice the muscles in your eyes. Just notice that they are tense to move your eyes. The more things we tune into, the better. Just kind of noticing what we're looking at, noticing the muscles in our eyes. We're taking in neutral and positive things to our upper vagus nerve, to our autonomic nervous system, to let it know all is well. We're in the here and now. We're just turning our eyes. We're just holding them there. And if you need to take a rest, feel free to come back to center and just breathe. We're not pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. And when you're ready now, bring your eyes slowly back to center. Just take a breath. Release. And then when you're ready, turn your eyes slowly to their left and hold them there. So I don't look at a clock for this. Originally, I was told the recommendation is 30 to 60 seconds, but there are times where you know it has already helped get your nervous system into the ventral vagal in 2 seconds. And there are times where you hold it several minutes and it's just what your nervous system needs. So I think a good place to start out is that goal of 30 to 60 seconds. It just gives you an idea, but
always listen to your nervous system. If it's not ready to go that long, come back. Or if you've just moved your eyes too far to one side, come back to center and reset and move them more slowly and just tune in and listen. We're not trying to increase symptoms or anything. We're feeling muscle tension. We're noticing things in our body. And as our body comes into the here and now, it may be able to just release some of that built up energy from being in fight or flight or freeze or shut down. And just give it permission to do so. But if you don't feel any different, that is fine too. I know when I first started this, I didn't sense anything, and that's okay. The nervous system is still tuning into the fact that your eyes are not focused center. So we're just still looking to the left, tuning into whatever you can see. And then coming slowly back to center and just relaxing. And take a breath and just really slowly take your time to get up. You can even repeat it if you'd like. It's really nice to do the same thing a few times in a row. But that is just Stanley Rosenberg's basic exercise. I hope it's helpful for you to help your nervous system come into the here and now, release any energy. And we do that, and not that every time, but we sometimes use that technique and many others to just help get the nervous system into the here and now and be in a place where it can rest, restore, rejuvenate, recover, clean up, build new tissue. So I hope you have a wonderful day.